Did you guys know that first couple of seasons what you were doing would end up being so incredibly successful?
Oh gosh, no.
We didn't buy anything for 5 years.
And actually,
I rented a
You
car.
knew you'd be fired the next day.
I don't think people realize we started off as a mild hit, and we started tanking. And it wasn't until
Third season?
the third season when
We
we
went
went
to
into,
three-camera.
we were 48th place
48th place.
when we started the third season.
Now,
We
And there were
almost
only
canceled.
48 shows at that time.
Well, you know what? That,
49.
Not a
well,
whole
wait a
lot
minute.
more.
That's true because remember at that time there were only 3 networks.
That's it.
Right.
So there weren't a lot of shows, and we were not doing very well. And ABC, Gary Marshall, Tom Miller, and Eddie Milkis got together, and they thought, okay, we're going to give them one last shot. They'll go in front of a live audience. In September of 1975, we went on the air, 3-camera, and then it started to take off.
And I think
And
Jerry
we became
Paris
number
was,
one that year.
Jerry Paris was
had-
key.
He was really at the forefront of saying that we had a perfect cast to do a 3-camera show. And people were saying at the time, yeah, but wait a minute, it's a 50s thing, you know, you have that one camera feel like American Graffiti, where you could do the drive-in and you could really get the feeling of the 50s. If you put it on a stage, you lose all that. But Jerry really believed that, he said, this is the right cast to do this with. At the time, that was the popular format with All in the Family, shows like that, Maude, and Jerry was really spearheading that. And then I remember I went on a little publicity tour, we all went on it, and I was with Henry. And Henry was very concerned. He was saying, my character is going to be it's so different now than it was those first 2 seasons. It had to be. It had to change. And he was really...
I had more to say.
But it just became, it had to change because we were now doing it with an audience, and it became more
bigger.
like a theater thing. And Henry was concerned. I said, I think it's still great, Henry. I think it's going to work. And then it just took off. It just went crazy.
I think we knew we were a hit when Marion bought her Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I still have it. It's still running. But you could speak to me if you would like to buy it.